Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valpo Rocket League. We are joining with Game 1 already in progress. We had some difficulties on our end for that one, so apologies for that, but we are about a minute and a half into this game here. My name is Ethan. Joining me today.
My name is Dikembe. Nice to meet y'all.
So we will be bringing you the action here tonight. Keegan is taking a break this evening. He should be back next week.
I will be filling in for now. I like to see the cars go vroom, so I can cover out for a little bit.
Sounds good. So 1-1, Valparaiso University's gold team versus Bethel's blue team. This should be an interesting one. Bethel is undefeated on the season this year, so should be a pretty tight match for Valpo. We'll see if they can make something happen. Bears rock 2-2-1-2 there for Bethel, putting in a second goal for this team. A little bit over 3 minutes left.
I think we have to look at right there. I mean, you saw Blue being able to move around, get that demo on that one target, clear up that goal, open up for a nice little goal.
Yeah, Jank will win that kickoff. He tries to get that second touch, sends that one towards net. Big Daddy Peanut, that's quite the username, does make a save on that ball right in front of the net, though. Jank catching that back in the quarter, putting it over center, but it looks like Bethel will be able to collect this one and send that back up towards midfield.
Juggling action going as the ball is launching to the other side. Just trying to keep it up in the air right now, especially with BU being kind of split up. Now just entering more of a three-side formation. A little bit of juggling action going on as the ball gets returned back to the other side.
Yeah, we'll see Bethel collect this in the corner, and you know, obviously they are an undefeated team and they are the favorite in this game. But Valpo, we didn't see it so much last week, unfortunately, but Valpo's, especially their goal team, is very good with their passing plays. They set up a lot of nice positions. They're really good with their rotations. It's something that this Valpo coaching staff really likes to practice, is those rotations, those 1-2-3 rotations. So with those, I say that as Bethel puts another one into the net, but it's game one, so it's a warm-up time. Valpo really likes to put those lessons into practice. It's just an unfortunate miss there from the Valpo defense. Bethel with a really good shot position there to put that into the left side of the net.
Looks like kickoff is going to be knocked by Jank first, but returning back to the orange side. And a little bit of a misplay here as VU gets a goal right off kickoff. I mean,
yeah, you see that ball just goes up and off the ceiling, and as he just comes down, it's just right under the crossbar. You know, really unlucky goal in Rocket League, those kickoff goals. Sometimes those kickoff goals will save you the game. Other times they act like that and puts you down 1-1. But ball off to the side there, Napier Legacy will take this one over mid as Stat. One of the first touches that we've seen here today from him will put the ball over the back corner. Still playing with it with another hit. Napier Legacy, he's already got 2 goals, almost 400 points in this game, so he is really dominating for this Bethel team. All the players on this Bethel team are dominating this game.
you can see they're just playing really, really aggressive right now on orange side, being able to set up passes. There's another demo on Jank by Bears Rock especially. Just trying to get that numbers advantage, but it looks like VU is going to kind of attack down on this blue side here. Bears Rock being able to juggle it back up. We might have a little bit of a turn here from Jank now, newly spawned back in.
Yeah, ball coming up, down over the quarter. Take a look at the scoreboard here as that ball goes towards the net. Almost 400 points for Napier Legacy here for Bethel. Stats leading the Valpo team with 186, and Jank and Demos are both tied down there with 150. Well, now they're not tied. 156 for Jank, 150 for the Demos. But kind of an interesting low point scoring game for Valpo here. Don't know if they're a little bit overwhelmed so far in this first game, or if Bethel's just outpacing this Valpo team. Hopefully after game one they can get back into the groove of it, as it does look like this game will go in favor of Bethel. Still 40 seconds left in this one, but that is a way to do so.
See here, a little bit of a skimmerish here. A couple of missed shots going on, but Themos getting blocked out from blue side goal. I mean, just trying to keep this ball in position, trying to keep it on the other side, keep that possession of it almost is so important, especially when playing against an aggressive team like we do.
Ball coming high up and over that back corner. Bears Rock will make a play on that one, but that will go back down over center. There's a 10-second countdown on this one. Bears Rock up in the air. We'll see if he can make a touch on that. He's going towards it. Ball stays in the air. The clock keeps going, and Big Daddy Peanut with a goal from Bethel. So 5-1 is how the game will end. It will end at 0. So we will not see another kickoff there. So Bethel will take game 1. They're up 1-0 in the series. Welcome into the studio here. We're in here now. Right now, Michael, I'd like to give a quick shout out. We always do it at the end, but we're going to do it at the beginning this time, to our stream producer, Michael. He is the one making us sound good and keeping everything rolling back here on stream. So looking at that game, Thamos, 259 points. He was the top scorer for Valpo. He is rocking that Season 3 gold tournament winner banner. I know for a fact that his rank is well above that. Bears Rock with 448 points for Bethel. He leads out on top. 1 goal, 2 assists, 1 save, 3 shots. So he had a 33% shooting percentage on that game, which, you know, decent. We've seen Bethel, definitely a good passing team. They like to keep the pace of play up, and Valpo's going to have to figure out a way to counter that.
And that pace of play is especially important. I mean, we're looking at the scoreboard right now. We had, 7 shots compared to the 3 shots that Valpo had taken, right? And, you talking stats, the more shots you take, the more chances you have to actually score. I mean, that's not a math statistic anybody really needs to explain. So just kind of getting a little bit more action, especially on the opposing side. It's going to be kind of important going into the second game.
Ball coming up over midfield. Stat will get a good hit on that, and that will give Jank an opportunity, but knocked away by that Bethel defense. And oh my gosh, Thamos caught out of rotation. That's a quick and easy goal there for Bethel. So we want to look at this play, look at this from the perspective here of Thamos. He was up a little bit too far for what I would say would be ideal for that 3-man. Really wants to be back in a position where he can get back into, position to just make an easy defensive stop. And when that doesn't happen, you get stuck on the back foot, kind of like we saw there. So a little bit of a mix-up there from Valpo's rotation.
But, a little bit of a setback, but nothing you can't come back from right now, going back into this fight. And there might be another open. Nope, Jake comes back and does save it from that goal. Being able to move it, but Napier Legacy being able to keep this ball in the air, hovering in front of that goal, kind of in that danger zone that you're looking for.
Jank knocking that one back over center. Bears Rack looks like he will collect that one in the corner. He does, but Jank there to angle that one back down towards net. This ball is up, and that's a free ball. Valpo can get to it, and there's their first goal for this one. 1 minute into this game, we are tied back up 1-1. Pretty close to where we were in the last game, just about 30 seconds sooner. But a good shot as he just comes flying in for that one and puts that one home.
We talked about him being out of position for that last goal, but now going on the offensive side, he was right in the right spot at the right time. He was able to make that play, make up for it.
Absolutely is. He's also rocking the Monster Cat card decal for this game. Interesting choice. I'm sure that he's a fan of Monster Cat records. Jank trying to play some defense. Stat just gets flicked there by Bears Rock, and Big Daddy Peanut will collect that in the back corner. Jank with another shot, and that one just goes wide. Good defense from Bethel there to keep that one out. Ball comes up over mid. Ball high in the air. We'll see if he tries to go for something. Oh, off the ceiling. If he can get a ceiling flip, but he does not. Tough shot to pull off there, especially in this slightly lower division. Tend to kind of see those moves in the upper division exclusively. Ceiling shots are something that I myself have not successfully hit very regularly, but it's cool when they happen. Jank playing up over. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it was a nice little juggle right there to avoid the defense, but blue side had already rotated back. Just trying to fill up on boost right now. We saw in that last little skimmers that they had a lot of aerial play, and eventually somebody's going to burn out, so taking a nice little reset before we get back into this goal.
Jank knocking that high over mid there. He will play this down into the corner.
We might have a shot by Stat
to come from it. Ball is high. That's almost perfect position, but it looks like Bears Rock will get to that. Good defense there from Bethel. 1-1, 2:30 left in this one.
There's another shot off of it, but Stat just missing the shot off the wall. But Thamos coming in, trying to back it up. Bears Rock being able to clear that back out to orange side, but right into the hands of Jank.
Big Daddy Peanut will likely get this one. He does, just putting it underneath the car of the Valpo defender there. Bears Rock and Napier Legacy will have a free shot, but a good save by Jake. He also gets the bicycle kick, as you see up there in the corner.
No, I said hands. Would it be hands or would it be wheels?
I think it would be wheels.
All right.
There's
Hey, right in the
definitely no
wheels
hands
of Jake on that one. Yeah.
Bears Rock with 154 points, putting that one up. Napier Legacy and Jake challenging each other in the air for that one. Ball down over center. Stat might try to make a play on this. We'll see, but he does send that one in the wrong direction. Back pass. He has that cool katana decal showing in this car. I like that. I have that one myself. Napier Legacy putting that ball up over center. He's only got 90 points in this game, which you can definitely tell that this Valpo team is much stronger on defense than they are. If we look at the scoreboard, I guess the points weren't updated because now it says he's got 102. But Big Daddy Peanut with 230, Bears Rock with 228, Jake pulling ahead with 448 points. Thank you, Michael, for bringing those points up for us there.
We're going to have another shot on goal here by Bears Rocks, but it just hits the top and bounces down a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Big Daddy Peanut is able to follow back up on it and just correct that tiny little bounce that it just made right there.
9 times out of 10, that shot off the top bar will not go in, but he drops that one directly under the bar, and kind of a convenient rebound there for that Bethel team. But 1 minute left, plenty of time for Valpo to make an impact here and pick one back up.
I mean, they have been holding them well in this match here so far, especially being able to contest in the air. I've seen a lot because a lot of the goals from that last game came from that passing that BU has. So being able to contest that aerial, being able to flick it back to blue side is being super helpful for Valpo. We can see if they convert this into a goal here in this run. But it looks like it's going to be a free shot on goal, just bouncing right side. And Stat being able to pick it up and move it around. But blue side with the demo on Jank and the goal by Bears Rock, splitting it to a 3-1 lead, 26 seconds left on the clock.
Definitely unfortunate there for Valpo. Valpo was definitely hoping that the next goal in this game was going to be in their favor. This makes it much harder for them to come back. They only have 30 seconds to pick up two. But we saw it in the last game. Kickoff goals happen all the time. So if Valpo gets a kickoff goal or a quick goal here, they will definitely still be in this game. There's Rock, passes to Big Daddy Peanut, and a good pass, and that ball's free out in front of the net, and that will be the nail in the coffin coming from this Bethel team. 4-1. I'd say that this game's out of reach for Valpo here.
I mean, we can see really just the coordination that Bethel has. I mean, they're an undefeated team for a reason, right? Immediately winning that kickoff, being able to move up, rotate around, get some good passes off, and kind of put this game away, like you said. I mean, 10 seconds left on the clock. Bears Rock just having some fun. They juggle and a pass to Napier, but not being able to convert. Knocked back out, but that is going to be game for you two. 4-1 with Bethel taking it over Valpo.
Ball still in the air here,
Oh.
as they're still making a run towards the net. Jank will knock that one away, puts that one back down. He said, "You are not getting that 0-second goal on me." Strong defense from him on that. Bring it back into the studio. We'll do our. I keep looking over here like that's where the camera is, and it's the TV screen. The camera's right there. Hello. 496 points for Bears Rock. He leads this Bethel team. Big Daddy Peanut with 418. Napier Legacy with 244. For Valpo, Jank is definitely your player of the game on this one. He had 7 saves. An absolutely unreal effort on defense for Valpo there. That is, if he can do that again and Valpo can perform at a little bit of a higher level in this next game, I would say that they are still definitely in this. Thamos with 440 and Stat for 204. But, you know, looking at this past game, you know, Valpo's definitely stepped it up from game 1 here. I think that they have a chance to come back here and, you know, reverse sweeps. This Valpo team is known for reverse sweeps in some of their games, so hopefully this is one of those such instances in which they're able to pull it off.
Definitely, and I think we're seeing them ramp up now. Just stats across the board, really even. Just being able to go up there, contest like we talked about, get those shots on goal like we talked about, and hopefully if they just put it together in their team play, a couple better passes, a couple more ball movement, it'll make it a lot easier. And this might be an early goal for Daddy Peanut, almost right off kickoff. You can see the bounce off the ceiling here. And Bears Rock setting it up beautifully for Daddy Peanut to flick it right past Valpo's defense here. That's going to give them a 1-0 early lead with only 7 seconds taken off the clock.
I just noticed Jank's decal on that zoom in. That is a cool car scheme that he is running there. See if the flashiness can maybe distract this Bethel team a little bit.
The gradient is
in
sick.
Valpo's favor. But Stat goes up, tries to hit something, misses there. Thamos will try to make a second hit on it. Thamos is, fun fact for him, Valpo Gold's team only keyboard and mouse player. He does not use a controller. He plays with WASD and the mouse, which I think it's impossible to play Rocket League with those parameters.
Yeah,
but
three-directional movement on WASD scares me.
But that is why he is on the team.
He's dangerous.
And I am no longer on the team. But Bears Rock makes a play up over center there, knocking it down. Jank is right there on defense. Napier will play this one out of the corner, but he does miss, and Thamos will have another opportunity.
We did have the demo from Jax to set him back a little bit. Maybe use this moment to get a little bit aggressive here, pushing it back to blue side. Stat looking to line up on that wall. Both of him and Thamos missing the ball, but Jank being able to contest it, keep it back on that side. Jank coming off the wall to bounce, but Bears Rock is there to pick the ball back up.
Bears Rock flicking up over center, Stat squared, putting that one high up towards the corner.
And there's another demo Stat on Big Daddy Peanut, stopping a lot of their offensive movement. Big Daddy Peanut spawning back in the game here, just getting that momentum back. Stack trying to save it, but ball just slipping past him to the bottom right. Bears Rock with the goal. Make it 2-0, 3:28 on the clock.
And you do have to mention, you know, of course, this Valpo team is without Smurfy, who is their team captain and arguably one of the top performers for this Valpo Gold team. And yeah, I kind of have to wonder if him not being here tonight is kind of impacting their play or impacting their performance a little bit here on the field. I did talk to him earlier today, and he said that he would be watching. So hopefully he is comfortable enough in his teammates here to know that they have a good chance here coming back as Jank puts this ball high up, and a little bit of a missed opportunity there trying to hit that off the wheel.
Thamos a little bit tossing. Stat with the shot on goal and scoring there. A little bit of a nice juggle going up, bouncing that ball up, taking that opportunity, breaking a little bit, and being able to shoot back in. Putting Valpo on the board at 2-1 with only 20 seconds elapsed from last goal. I mean,
A little bit of what I might call a dirty shot there. It's taking that right underneath the crossbar, right underneath that Bethel net crossbar. Let's put that one right in for this Valpo squad.
I mean, playing with that speed of his car, especially approaching that ball, was huge there. Another shot on goal as well. Looks like Valpo's starting to pick up their speed here. Not being afraid to get up, like knock that ball around a little bit. Just keep it moving almost. Don't let them set up the passes that they want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Just excellent speed and tempo, just like you mentioned. Valpo really picking up their speed in this game. Starting to play a little bit more how we're used to seeing this gold team play. I can't speak for the team, but I don't know if the undefeated record of Bethel is certainly an intimidating thing to see coming into this game. And the nerves can be really high playing a high-level team like this. But you can see they've obviously become a lot more comfortable here in Game 3.
And I think that Bethel is living up to it right now. Great save by Thamos, but Jank walking in front of it, knocking it back in. I mean, there's just...
See the quick chat up there in the left corner, the whoops coming from Jank. It's just an unfortunate block on his own teammate there.
The point I was about to mention too is that when you're looking at this undefeated Bethel team, I mean, their coordination is insane right now. They're being able to rotate, like you said earlier this match, they're rotating fine, they're passing fine, they're knowing when to set each other up, and it just kind of seems like Valpo's a little bit disjointed right now. I mean, especially in moments like that where just not being conscious of where your teammates are can really be detrimental to trying to keep this ball on the other side. Two quick demos right there. Big Daddy Peanut taking out Stat, and Napier Legacy being taken out by Thamos as the ball returns back to blue side. Jank trying to set up Thamos here maybe. Stat swiping through, trying to contest that knockback, but Bears Rock getting a shot on goal. And it's almost,
and another poor Valpo rotation example there. Thamos coming up way too far for his own good there as Jank was rushing back to try to save that one. Valpo just got caught napping on that on defense, and really not much that you can do once you're that far out of position.
I mean, 1:34 left on the clock. I mean, there's always time for goals. There's always time, but we are nearing the point of Rocket League where it's going to be really hard to come back in this game, especially with the momentum that Bethel has.
Yeah, so 625 points for Bears Rock, as you can see. He is dominating right now for this Bethel team.
And this might be another goal for Big Daddy Peanut. I mean, another off the top crossbar. Just
That one
bouncing around.
just might be the final ice there in this one, as much as I hate to say it. 1:11 left in this one, down 4 goals. Valpo's really got to turn something around here if they want to see, 4 goals in the matter of a minute.
I mean,
it's really going to take something special here from this Valpo squad.
We never like being pessimistic, right? But we, as casters, we have to be realistic. That's the idea.
Especially as Valpo fans, we never like to count them out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always go Valpo until, oh, Valpo. Oh, man.
And another one for
there's
Bears Rock.
They put the nail in the coffin last one. They're starting to dig out the hole for Valpo now that they will put him in. But I mean, there is a chance we get like a Lazarus revival here. 5 kills maybe. But yeah. I think, like you said, and there's a goal right there for Thamos, kind of thinning it out to 6-2, but I think, like you said, the most frustrating part is just knowing how good these Valpo goal players are, knowing the potential that they have, and just not kind of realizing it in the game. But we know how well they can play. We know that they can compete with these teams. So, I mean,
He absolutely carried this team. All the team. Every player on the team had their support.
Yeah. I mean, it was always fun to say Big Daddy Peanut's name, but I mean, when it came to impact, like you said, Bears Rock, I felt like he was everywhere at all times. I mean, I would see him on defense, he would hit it up, and then he'd immediately be following up after his teammates pass. I mean, he was everywhere, his boost was always up, he was always aerial, just a presence on the field, really.
So a very quick cast from us once again. We do apologize. Rocket League had an update at the last minute. It took a little bit.
Stupid holiday updates.
Of course,
They're
the
insane.
holiday updates. Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
We will be back next week with more Rocket League. As always.
Yep.
If you're joining me, I'm happy with that.
Thank you.
Perhaps
Thank you.
we'll stay.
Yep. Just took a little bit of warm up, but we're getting there.
Absolutely.
We're getting there.
Thank you for joining us this week. Unfortunate about the loss, but we'll look to see. Everyone have a great night and great weekend. Stay safe out there.
See ya.